Alright, welcome back. PPAV back out here with yet another video. We are on our way to pick up a 240. I'm gonna try to record as much as I can. Don't want to get the camera too much in, the person's face, but we'll see. I'm excited because I've been saving these last couple months, so we'll see how everything goes. But I'm walking because I carpooled with my girlfriend to the mall. The original plan was to drop her off and then use her car for today because I've been biking to work the last couple of days. Carpooled with her to work. That way I can Uber from here because the place is pretty close to this area, so it's cheaper. But I'll update you guys when I get there and then we'll check out the car. Yo, this shit's so fucking loud. God damn. Jeez. Yo, this car is fucking loud as fuck. This thing's hella loud, but the KA still pulls. I'll do a little pull for you guys. What the fuck, bro? As you guys can tell, that's a battery. So, drove it to work. I work over here in a different city, Mountain View. I had to drive. I actually got pulled over because the car doesn't have a license plate on it, so the police was chill. They let me go off with a warning. God damn, that shit's wet as fuck. But the police, they let me go off with a warning. The car is actually a Texas car. It's not even a California car, but carrying a battery because once I turned the car off, it wouldn't turn back on because the battery was dead. So first purchase, got us a battery. All right, I'll see you guys when I get back. This shit's getting tiring, bro. All right, we made it, boys. We made it. Oh, look at this shit, bro. Look how ghetto that is. Yes, sir. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, we got the new battery in. This thing is so freaking loud. It has a, it's pretty much straight pipe. It's got no cat all the way to the back. No muffler. This thing is crazy. Let's get it a cold start. As you guys seen, that license plate is not a legit license plate. I just put that on so I could drive this thing back home. But this shit's so fucking loud. But let's try to make it home. It is work traffic hour, so hopefully everything goes smooth. Let's get it. All right, what is up? It is a new day. So pretty much, I was able to drive the car back from work. Fun fact, after I bought the battery, started up and drove, I drove it back here. So let me get some context about me picking up the car, some context. All right, so what happened was, picked up the car here. The dude is super cool dude. Went over everything with the car. The big main cons of the car is, it is a Texas title. Not necessarily that it's a Texas title, but it doesn't have the license plate. There's no license plate whatsoever. I actually got pulled over the day that I bought it, which was a few days ago. After I bought the car, I drove straight to work because I got called in. Got pulled over because of no license plate. Police was chill. They let me go. I didn't have anything to prove that I was the owner, but pretty sketch. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Drove the car here, drove it to practice, which isn't too far from where I currently live. Only thing is when I tried to start the car yesterday, it did a crank no start. What I'm thinking is that the gauge for the gas gauge is broken. So I'm thinking because I didn't put gas in it that no gas was put in it. So I'm hoping that it was just the gas. So we're about to head up there, try to start the car, get everything situated because I am planning on driving it tomorrow because I have to go to a wedding. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna drop the car off to be stored. I'm gonna try to store it for a few months, hopefully until I'm able to work on it. Gonna try to acquire parts here and there so I could, continue to build and put it on video. Hopefully I don't get lazy and I pick up the camera, but I'm gonna try to figure out this not starting issue. Sounds like it wants to start up. I'm pretty sure it's just gas. I went ahead and purchased gas cap. It's only a 2-gallon one. I got some gas in there. Got the battery here. About to head up. Hopefully get the car started. If it starts, we'll do a walk around and show you guys what I got. But first, I gotta take a dump. Here she is. So first thing I gotta do, I gotta tighten the lug nuts because there was a death wobble or steering wheel wobble, and I noticed one of them was missing lug nuts. One lug nut. So went ahead and bought this from AutoZone. I also had an extra key because this did come with the lug locks. Definitely got to do 5 lug conversion and get rid of these ugly wheels. You know, I'm tightening these down. Come to find out that a lot of these aren't fully tightened. It's fucking sketch because I was driving this. I had gotten these tightened all around, but I did see that this one doesn't have another stud, but look at that. That's crazy. And I'm starting to think that these lugs won't fit with these wheels. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's too thick. Oh, god damn it. Oh well, at least I have an extra set of lug nuts. All right, I do feel kind of bad because this is a garage that kind of connects everywhere around. They are having a party on the other side, but we're gonna try to start this thing, but if it does start, I'm gonna shut it off right away because it is pretty loud and I don't want to disturb the party. So got the battery connected. This thing is sketch. As a whole, cut on both sides for the intercooler piping. Doesn't have the battery tie down, so you know, it is what it is. But for the most part, everything inside of the engine bay is there. It does have like a slight power steering leak, but you know, it's got the stock intake, wiring's all there. Motor is complete for the most part in terms of what it looks like. This is some sketch ass wiring right here. Not even gonna lie, don't know what the hell that's for. But yeah, let's put some gas in this thing and try to start it up. Guess the gas gauge is broken. This one is also broken. I believe that this still works. RPMs still work, and the heat still works, and some of the lights. But yeah, I'm already sweating. I barely did anything. You know, fun fact, I think that the AC also works in this thing, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, let's go over the car. It is straight pipe. So if I come down here, here goes the header. That is a test pipe, so that is no catalytic converter. And it goes all the way down, pretty much to welded blast pipes all the way in the back. So this thing is way too loud, especially driving California. Other than that, got my little ghetto rig for safety, you know what I'm saying? But almost all the interior in terms of the front is there. We are missing the seatbelt thing here. Rear seats are ripped. So everything pretty much from the half forward is there, except for that kick panel and the glove compartment. Also, I know a lot of people aren't fans, but I really wanted the S13 with a sunroof. So that's exactly what we got. Oh, if I can lift this shit. Oh, my toolbox is on top. I mean, with the sunroof, come on. That little tilt right there, come on. Look at that, you can't go wrong. You see what I'm saying? It does come with coilovers with dampening adjustment, but I'm pretty sure that they're all blown. I don't know what brand coils, but they look like Godspeeds or that, or something like that. The hood is pretty clapped, not gonna lie. Look, that's not even tightened down either. But other than a lot of the sketchiness, this is still slightly a clean car. Other than the sketchiness with some of the wiring, things like that. Like, as you see, the strut towers are pretty clean. Doesn't seem like the car has been in a crash or an accident. Headlights work. This one just needs a headlight bracket to hold it up. That one is correct. I see that they try to zip tie it. I might just do that, zip tie it for now, and then keep them up. Because the headlights do work once they are turned on. The car does also have a welded diff. How do I know? Because when you turn it skips, which isn't bad. Quarter panels are pretty clean. Does have some dents here from the gas cap. I think just for being pushed or whatever. Paint is kind of bad, but it's also kind of good. Now the worst part of this car, other than the exhaust, is going to be the roof. Not necessarily the back of the roof, but more so the front. As you can see, it's dented here, it's dented here, there, and it has some rust. So this definitely needs to be slightly repaired, but we do got some goodies in the back. So let's check out the back side. The struts, oh, the struts are holding. That's crazy. You know, I do kind of want to check out and see if the rear windshield wiper works. All right, as you can see, the rear of the car from the seats back is pretty much quote unquote gutted. Pretty sure this is for the front bumper. He gave us a muffler in one style. See if there's any brand. Oh, cool. Little Megan Racing muffler. Oh, yes. I think this is the fuse box cover here. Chilling. Another seatbelt, dude. Don't know. This covers for the side right there. Bam. Nice blurry camera. Oh, perfect. The panel cover. It's kind of wrecked. Could be sanded. Bam. Yeah, we're gonna keep that off because it's definitely gonna fly off. Alright. Got an extra turn signal thing. Or windshield wiper, one of those size, whichever side it's for. Got some cotton terry application pads for the trunk or the hood, one of them. But yeah, nothing for the rear. Obviously, as you guys see this, he said some napkins sat here and then they were wet. So that's not rust. Well, it kind of is, but it's not like the trunk is rusting. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Of course, if you guys are excited for this build, I'm so happy that I was able to come across a reasonably priced 240 because of the last one that got stolen. So yeah, I know this is not an S14, but one of the things I always wanted was to have both the S14 and an S13. Well, one of the dreams I had was to have all three versions, the coupe, the hatch, and the S14. S chassis, of course, you know, has become something that a lot of people want, especially because a bunch of YouTubers really show them off a lot, right? This build's definitely not gonna be right away, but I'm just happy that that I got one with a quick turnaround because of my last one, unfortunately. So hopefully one day I'll have another S14, but right now this is also one of the cars I've always wanted to buy again. So I'm really, really excited that we got a good canvas, not a perfect, but a decent canvas to work with, and that is running and driving. That's one of the main things. I don't know how we're gonna go about this build, but we got ourselves another S chassis. Now for the price, I did get this S13 for $4,500 or $4,500, which is, I believe in this condition, it's pretty good. You know, it's running and driving. People are asking a lot just for shells, and this one, even though it needs a decent amount of work, you know, I feel like it was a reasonable price. Comment down below if you think that's a good price or if you think it's a little expensive. But of course, if you are liking the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.